All right, let's get this show started!
In today's news, Aljamain Sterling admits he occasionally drinks during fight camp. Sterling was recently a guest on Demetrius Johnson's podcast where he revealed that he rewards himself with 2 or 3 drinks after a good sparring session. You can watch the full interview on Demetrius' YouTube channel, links below.
Yeah, I remember we talked about that a little bit too. And I said the same thing. It's like, if I lost because of one drink, I deserve to lose. Yeah. I didn't deserve to win. Like, I don't think that one thing changes an entire training camp. No. Unless it's in the back of your mind. If you're one of those guys where you get weird like that, then don't do it. Yeah. Like for me, if I have a great sparring day,
you deserve to treat yourself.
I'm going to treat myself in the middle of camp. And I'm going to have 1 to 3 drinks. Yeah. I'm going to knock out early. And I wake up and I feel like, yo, I'm ready to go again. Yeah. Like not spar, but I'm ready to train. Like I feel fresh.
You feel good. You feel like it's almost like a reset. Like, hey, you know what? You're still enjoying life.
Aljo also tweeted, I think it's time people stop listening to the taboo myths about drinking in training camp. Everything in moderation and knowing yourself and what is okay for you. Belal Muhammad claims he broke Kamaru Usman during a podcast appearance. Belal recently revealed that he got into a physical altercation with Usman while on the former champion's podcast. Now, in an interview with Kevin Ioli, Belal shared some more information, stating that he broke Usman down verbally, mentally, and spiritually while on the podcast.
I even went on his podcast and just broke him down verbally, mentally, spiritually, and I could just see it in his face that he did not like not being the guy on top, right? Didn't like being the champion. Even little parts in this podcast where I was like, yeah, it feels good to be on top. Everybody's looking upward at me. And he was like, I ain't looking upward at you. I'm like, yeah, the rankings tell me that you are looking upward at me. So these guys, they just still have it in their head. They still can't believe it.
Belal also discussed his next potential opponent, saying he wants his first title defense to be against Shavkat Rakhmonov.
And do you have a preference for who it is? I think I have a feeling I know who it might be, but do you have a preference?
I mean, for me now, it's I'd rather have it to be Shavkat because I think he has the more aura, he has the undefeatedness to him, and it's there's no excuse after beating him. I go out there and I beat Usman. Usman's on a 3-fight losing streak. He's old. He's on his way out. I think he needs another win to get into the mix, to show that he's still hungry, to show that he still has tread on the tires. But I think it'll be Shavkat more. So when you look at all the other guys, Ian's not really even calling for it. JDM, I think he's still hurt. So I think it would be between Shavkat and Usman. And between those two, I think Shavkat makes more sense.
Tom Aspinall gets honest on whether he could beat the Topuria brothers in a 2-on-1 MMA fight. During a recent interview with comedian John Bernard Kairouz, Aspinall gave a surprising breakdown of how he believes a 2-on-1 MMA fight would play out between him, Ilia, and Alexandre Topuria. The UFC interim heavyweight champ admitted that he wouldn't stand a chance and that the Topuria brothers would smoke him.
I'm sure you've seen Eddie Hall in a 2-on-1 MMA match versus the Nafati brothers. How do you think you'd go against 2 featherweights in an MMA fight?
Well, can the featherweights actually fight?
Well, let's say it's you versus the Topuria brothers. How do you think you'd go?
They would absolutely smoke me.
2v1?
Yeah, that won't go down well for me.
But if it was you versus me and my brother in an MMA fight,
I reckon I'd do all right. I'd do well against you two, yeah. I'd knock you both out, yeah, but anyone who can actually fight.
Okay, I believe you. Eddie Hall dropped a powerbomb, you just go start swinging.
Exactly.
Ilia Topuria gets brutally honest on a Conor McGregor potential fight. During a recent interview with Spanish YouTuber Ibai, the featherweight champion shared his surprising stance on a potential fight with McGregor. Ilia said that he would turn down a fight against the Irishman because he's not the McGregor that moved masses in the past. Now, he's a McGregor who represents alcohol and drugs more than the sport.
No me gustaría pelear contra McGregor, o sea, McGregor era una opción de pudiera pelear con él, pero ahora mismo ya te digo que me ofrecieran pelear con él y te digo que no porque hay peleas más grandes que él.
¿Crees que McGregor ya no es lo que era?
Sé que no es lo que era, es ese McGregor que movía masas, ¿no? Es un McGregor que representa más el alcohol y que el deporte. Yo me he inspirado en Conor, yo lo he admirado cuando era pequeño y él sí lo ha perdido porque ha traicionado los valores que le han llevado hasta ahí. Se nos ha ido un ídolo.
¿Tú crees que él ha seguido tu carrera y te respeta como profesional? ¿O crees que puedes sentir algo de envidia hacia nuevos peleadores?
Entonces, las declaraciones que ha hecho de mí, si me respeta como peleador, 100% que me respeta como peleador. Y sabe que soy a otro nivel comparado con él. Pero que lo quiera reconocer y que lo quiera decir públicamente, nunca lo va a hacer porque no tiene esa calidad de persona.
¿Tú nunca lo has conocido en persona?
O sea, me he cruzado con él, pero
nada.
O sea, ni siquiera tengo las ganas de hacerlo.
New footage of Alex Pereira sparring Sean Strickland. The UFC light heavyweight champion has released a short clip of him sparring with Strickland in preparation for his upcoming fight against Khalil Roundtree Jr. at UFC 307. And here's footage of Strickland grappling with former UFC light heavyweight champion Glover Teixeira.
I'm about to do some back takes with him and then
Sean Strickland saves Nina drama from crackheads. Strickland and Nina have arrived to Salt Lake City ahead of next weekend's UFC 307 event, where Alex Pereira will be defending his belt against Khalil Roundtree Jr. Nina posted a clip to Instagram of her and Sean walking through Salt Lake City's Skid Row after Strickland refused a car ride. She captioned the clip, "Sean Strickland refused a car ride, now we have to walk through Salt Lake City's Skid Row. I'm terrified. LOL."
So we all went to dinner, and I was like, oh, we should go to Starbucks. I made a mistake. And now it's... Oh, there it is.
Oh, it's super open.
Where's... Where are we?
Hotel. My hotel's over there.
Oh, yeah, so you'll just take your Starbucks.
You'll just take your Starbucks to... Really, where are we, though? What?
This is Sean's hotel right here.
Yes. Let's go, man.
Strickland later posted a video from the walk describing how they almost found themselves in some trouble, writing, "I almost had to white knight this crackhead when another crackhead insulted her."
Another day in Salt Lake City. Let's go. Don't call that fucking crackhead almost with a bitch. Makes me very mad. very upset.
Alexander Volkanovski spars Tyson Pedro and NBA star Jamal Murray. Former UFC heavyweight Tyson Pedro and Jamal Murray have joined Volkanovski in a training session that has now been shared to social media. Here's the footage. Time for today's top memes. Third place was found over on Facebook and was posted by Robert. Second place meme was found over on X and was posted by MMA Fan. The top pick was found over on Facebook and was posted by MMA Outsiders. Thanks for watching. If you like the content, smash that like button and don't forget to subscribe to stay in the talk.